And welcome to my worship confessional. I haven't done a video confessional for quite a while. I don't know. I just haven't. It was a little easier to do the text confessional, but here we are. I had some interesting things that happened today, so I thought I'd share them via video instead. Started out driving up to the facility today, and it was a little interesting because we pulled into the school and looked up where we normally have our banner, and our banner was up there, but it was covered by this car wash sign. So I was thinking, what's going on? They must have had some big car wash at the school. And then also noticed that, or I found out that they were also using some of our other signs, which I don't think was supposed to happen either, to promote their car wash too. So anyway, as we're driving in, my wife says, I'm wondering what the inside of if this looks like it does outside, I wonder what it looks like inside the facility. So we drive up, and where we unload all of our equipment and stuff in this cul-de-sac, I looked over and there's trash all over the ground. It was just nasty, and so that wasn't looking good either. Walked into our worship area, and there's this big motorized screen that they use for the school. This thing's huge, and it's right in the front of the stage, so it's not really practical for us to use or to work around the screen because it's just really awkward. So the bad thing about it is the switch to raise and lower the screen is in this room that we used to be able to get into, but for some reason they've changed the locks, and the custodians don't even have the key to this room for some reason, or only certain custodians do, and they couldn't get into this room. So we're thinking, okay, what are we gonna do? So Al, one of our setup guys, and we came up with an idea. We looked on each side of the screen, and there was a little rod about an inch and a half wide on each side. We thought, okay, if we can get some rope, which we found some rope, we'll tie it to each side, and then we'll somehow get it over one of the rafters on the stage, and then we'll hoist it up, and then we could get our screen underneath it. And so we hooked it up, and then we thought, well, these ropes aren't going to hold, so we sent my wife to Rite Aid, and she picked up some duct tape, and as she's going to do that, we started looking, how are we going to get this? I mean, it's pretty high up there. How are we going to get this rope up and over this rafter? So I got a water bottle that I brought, for my own water, and we tied the rope to it and threw it up and over the rafter, and then hoisted the screen up, and everything was cool. Stuck our screen underneath, and we were actually joking. We said, if we could, it didn't look too bad, but it was a little obvious there was something not right. We thought, well, guy, if we could have tightened this thing a little better, we could have put up lighting on it. It would look sort of cool, but we weren't able to do that. And but the one thing we had a challenge with the one thing. Shoot, we had a few challenges. The other challenge we had was, okay, how are we going to make it so that this, it doesn't come down? There's nothing really to tie it off at any point. And so we took these folding chairs and actually hung them on there. I wish I would have taken a picture. I should have brought, my wife had her camera actually with her. I should have taken some pictures and showed them to you, but it was hilarious. And one of our singers, Janae, had told me, she said, I'm worried the thing's gonna fall on my head. I said, you don't be worried it's gonna fall on your head. I think you better be worried it's gonna place kick you into the crowd. So nothing happened. Everything was cool and we got through it. And it's one of the things when you're part of a church plant, you just sort of roll with it and make do with what you have. And in spite of that, God worked today. We had a good day. Started out with All Because of Jesus by Fee. And then we went into 3 Charlie Hall songs in a row, which I didn't plan, but that's how it came out. Marvelous Light and All We Need and Center, which all went really well. And then we ended the service, or actually after the message ended with Mighty to Save, which we haven't done in our church. I've heard it forever, and then I recently heard Tim Hughes do it in worship, and I thought, God, we need to do that. So we did that song, and it went over really well, and it was sort of cool. Second service, or actually both services, we had communion. So during the offering, we did I don't even know, half the song, and then kept the music going underneath it while our pastor started out communion. And then as people were coming, we kept building and building and building the song until we got, especially the bridge at the very end of communion. It was really cool. So anyway, it was a good week, and I may do some other worship confessionals on video again. We'll see, but I will see you again next week. See ya.
trials